start over.
Hi, I'm David Gant, your Buncombe County Commission Chair. We just finished our August the 18th, 2009 Buncombe County Commissioner meeting, and there's some items on there that might be of interest to you. One of the ones that came early in the meeting was a discussion by Greg Israel, our building superintendent, about what Buncombe County is doing to reduce our carbon footprint. We have programs that have just renovations of windows and white roofs and various other programs that have markedly reduced the amount of carbon that's going to be released into the atmosphere, because we're both saving energy, fuel, and we're just thinking ahead. Greg talked about how we have to do a cost-benefit analysis for some of the returns on these. For instance, one of the commissioners, Holly Jones, questioned about whether we should be using solar. And one of the proposals that we looked at to see if solar would make sense had a 70-year payback. Well, the windows in the Buncombe County Commission and the Buncombe County Courthouse have about we think a 3-year payback, even though that was a $2 million job. So when we spend your taxpayer money, we're going to make sure that we do the right thing and kind of weigh out what makes sense. We're not going to be trendy and just do things because it sounds good. We're going to try to spend your money right, and that's why you elected us. We owe you that, and we're going to do that. Another part of our meeting, we heard from Sheriff Duncan about all the good work that his office is doing to take drug dealers off the market. In fact, he got a letter from a person that said, basically, I'm moving out of Buncombe County because there's too much Van Duncan around here. And we're certainly proud of our sheriff, and we're proud of what he's doing to put drug dealers out of business. So we're always glad to hear from him and love to hear his reports about what he does and how he's seizing drugs that might be used to hurt people and putting drug dealers, running them out of town, which is what everybody wants. Another part of our meeting, we talked about zoning. What we did tonight was basically try to unify all. We have 2 zoning programs right now in Limestone and Beaver Dam. We're going to amend those because they're existing right now. That was one of the problems we had in the court case. We called it a new program when it was really an amendment of the old programs at Limestone and Beaver Dam. We basically made them sync up so they all made sense and they're all together. We also have gone ahead and prepared the maps, and that's a critical step in zoning because you have to tell people what's going to happen, what your property is going to be zoned as. Like before, the vast majority of the county is going to be what's called open use, which is basically just about anything goes in those districts. We had to take out several parts of the zoning program that weren't synced up with the rest of the Beaver Dam and Limestone. So we're glad to do that, but this board is committed to perform zoning and get this back intact. We thought it worked pretty well, and there's some parts of zoning, some overlays that eventually we're going to be talking about that we think will preserve our steep slopes and ridge tops and give everybody a say in what your community looks like. And that's the bottom line behind zoning. We just want everybody to have some say in what your community looks like, and we want to do it in a way that doesn't take away many of your property rights that are so near and dear to us here in the mountains. So that's the gist of what we did today. We're going to have a public meeting, actually a work session on August 25th to discuss steep slopes and ridge tops coming up. And of course that's something that is one of the most important issues I think we face. And it's important to get rules in place that preserve our mountains. We all love them. We don't want to tell people what to do with their property. We don't want to tell people they can't develop. But we feel it's very important to have some rules for orderly growth and to minimize the footprint we make on our mountains. Because what we do today, you can't undo that. And that's something that all of our commission is committed to work on, and it's going to be tough. Certainly there are people that don't want any rules, and there's some developers and folks that just want to do it the wrong way. But the vast majority of people that build and develop in Buncombe County want to do it responsibly. And it's not going to hurt any of those people. It's the people that get up there and do jackleg work and don't care about our mountains. They may have to take some more planning, but we're not going to even stop them. We're just going to make sure that they plan and minimize the impact they leave when they finish their construction work. It's a pleasure to serve you, and if you have any questions about what we're doing, feel free to call me at my office or email me or check our Facebook or any other the website on the county business and buncombecounty.org, and we'll try to get you an answer. Thanks for listening and have a great week.